Hello everyone, welcome to this video about culture and nonverbal communication. This video is presented by Cristian Navarrete and Juan Marulanda. Both are undergraduate students of Licenciatura en Bilingüismo con énfasis en inglés at Universidad Tecnológica de Pereira. Most people might think that nonverbal communication and culture is not related, but actually it is. Many people around the world find some interesting data when traveling to another country. They find new gestures, new body language, new signs, and that's true. Nonverbal behavior or nonverbal communication is not universal. So, in order to understand this better, I want to talk about a little bit about culture and then deepen the nonverbal behavior. There are many definitions about culture, and at the end of the day, culture it's a set of beliefs, norms, values, attitudes, or at least this is the consensus that a number of researchers come up. It is true. Language and culture are two things that are joined and they cannot be separated. One depends on the other.
Verbal communication is a normal act that as human being we perform every day in every moment. We tend to communicate to each other when we have an intention to say something or we want. We can find four types of verbal communication. Interpersonal communication. This is a form of communication that is extremely private and restricted to selves. Interpersonal communication. The one which is the form of communication that takes place between two individuals and is thus a one-on-one conversation. A small group communication can be between you and your friends, you and your family. Finally, we have public communication. Public communication can be an announcement that you can see on TV, on your smartphone, and another example of this could be the news. The news has the intention of communicating to a people, to a big group, a community, such as the world, the country, or the city.
Now, the question that comes up is what is understood by the term nonverbal communication? Well, it is very simple. Nonverbal communication includes the way in which people interact in time and in space. It encompasses facial expressions and sounds that are not words, such as intonation patterns. We will hear Hillary Clinton's speech where you can evidence the pitch, stress, volume, and rate of delivery. These features are part of paralanguage, something we are going to treat in a moment.
Being here with you brings back a flood of memories. I remember the first time I arrived on campus as an incoming law student in the fall of 1969, wearing my bell bottoms.
As we could hear in the short fragment of the Hillary Clinton speech, she appealed to some paralanguage features such as speech, stress, volume, and rate of delivery to cause an impact in the audience and to give emphasis to some moments of her speech.
In terms of culture, body movement can change from a culture to another. For example, in Japan, people tend to showing respect by bowing to elder or to greet. In other countries, it is normal or common to greet people by giving their hands instead of bowing.
We will finish this video speaking of back channel behaviors, which are paralinguistic cues that manage conversations. These cues include silence and pauses. They occur when a participant in the conversation interjects responses to the speaker, such as uh huh, Yeah? Or spoken words, like excuse me, okay, alright, and so on. In short, they can be verbal and nonverbal, or both. Thank you very much for watching this video. We hope that you have learned a lot about culture and nonverbal behavior.